Good morning and greetings, cyber warriors. Welcome back to Unlocking Cybersecurity, or EK3 Live, with myself, Earl, the go-to guru for cybersecurity, live from EK3 Technologies right here in beautiful downtown Jacksonville, Florida. Now, I like to say it's beautiful all the time, but today it's kind of dreary and icky outside. That's an exact wow, meteorological term. It is icky. So normally it's sun shining, but that's not happening today. So today we're going to delve into a topic that's fundamental yet often overlooked, and that is the art of crafting secure passwords. So in recent weeks, we've talked about multi-factor authentication, and we've talked about training and all kind of different other cybersecurity topics. But today we're going to talk about your password. Yes, even with multi-factor authentication, you should still make sure that you have a complex and secure password. In recent news, we've seen a surge in cyber events where weak passwords were the culprits. Last week, a major breach occurred in a very well-known Jacksonville business, leading to significant data loss, all because of a simple, easily guessed password. So this brings us to the heart of today's discussion: why strong passwords are crucial, and how can we create ones that are both secure and memorable. First, let's understand the risk. A weak password is like having a flimsy lock on your front door. It might look secure, but it's super easy to break. In the digital world, this can mean unauthorized access to your personal or business data. It's kind of like that screen door that we all had when we were a kid. I know my grandmother had one, and it had that little hook on it, and she wanted to make sure that little hook was locked, because as long as that little hook was locked, nobody was getting through her screen door. A very weak password is the same. It looks like it's secure, but it's not, and people can come right through it. So now, how do we create strong passwords? Well, it's not about just about complexity. It's about uniqueness and unpredictability. A mix of letters, numbers, symbols is a good start, but there's a whole lot more to it. Considering using phrases in a string of words that are unrelated, which are easier to remember and harder for automated tools to crack. For instance, I like to use sentences. So, and this also depends on where you're putting your password in. I have come across password, especially on the web. Every website you go to has a different type of complexity for passwords. Some will take some characters, some won't. But I like to put a space. So I like to make a sentence that is, maybe say, I like ice cream, and have specific breaks in there, because a lot of times password crackers aren't looking for spaces in a password. They're actually looking for characters. So a space is very hard to break. But you could also do like a coffee table book, where the C is capitalized and the T is capitalized and the B is capitalized. And then you can use the year. So something like coffee table book at 2023. And that's much better than, let's say, password 123. Obviously, everyone uses password 123. Specifically, when you reset your password, a lot of times we give you that. So using something that's more complex, that includes capital letters, lowercase letters, symbols, and numbers, is always a best practice. But here's a pro tip: don't reuse passwords across different sites and applications. And I know it's tempting for convenience, but if you use coffee table at 2023 on every website that you could ever possibly go to, then if someone knows your password for that website, then they know your password for every other website. So it's just a risky practice, and one that we don't recommend. If one account gets compromised, all the others could follow. So another recent event that highlights the importance of secure passwords is the phishing scam targeting local CPA firms. Several accounts right here in Jacksonville were hacked due to reused passwords, causing a ripple effect of security issues. So to manage strong passwords, we recommend using a password manager. We've talked about this on this channel before. These tools not only store your passwords securely, but they help you generate strong random passwords for each of your accounts. I can here, we recommend several different ones. If you're looking for examples, there's LastPass, Dashlane, Apple has a couple. RoboForm. There's multiple different ones out there. We actually happen to use LastPass here in house. We also have a proprietary system that's designed for our business where we store passwords, right? So personally, I use LastPass, but you can use any one that you can come across, and they're inexpensive. So most of the time, you can get for LastPass, I believe at last check was like $12 a year for a personal account, and I believe it was $99 a year for a business account. So something that you might want to look at. Also, remember, changing your passwords regularly is also key. So it's just like changing the locks on your doors periodically, and it's a fundamental security practice. So just like you might change the locks on the doors if multiple people were there to, you gave out some keys, you don't remember who you gave the keys to. Changing your password is a practice that should be done at least every 5 days. So as we wrap up, I want to emphasize that your password is the first line of defense in the cyber world. So take it super seriously. If you need help or advice on securing your digital assets, EK3 Technologies is here to assist. You can book a cybersecurity session with us, and you can do that at our website, which is www.ek3tech.com. You can also reach out to me directly at cyberrisk@ek3tech.com. And then we have our upcoming webinar on today, actually at 1 o'clock. So make sure you sign up at ek3.live/CSRA. That is our webinar on why you need a cybersecurity risk assessment. Well, thank you for joining me today on Unlocking Cybersecurity, EK3 Live. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and above all, stay cyber strong. I'm Earl, your Florida's favorite cybersecurity guru, and I will see you next week for more insights into the cybersecurity world. Thanks so much, and have a great week.